The old man pretended to be sick and lay down in the middle of the street, hoping someone would help so he could find his long-lost daughter, but the passers-by were too scared to get involved. Just then, a boy who had come from the countryside to look for his mom saw what was happening and didn't even hesitate. He handed the old man his own bottle of water. Everyone around worried the boy was about to get scammed, but none of them knew this moment would change his life. Turns out, the old man was actually insanely rich, like richer than some countries rich. Years ago, he accidentally lost his daughter at this very scenic spot, so he kept pretending to faint there, hoping for clues, but he had no idea the boy standing in front of him was actually his own grandson. Earlier, the boy's mom had to work overtime during the Mid-Autumn Festival and couldn't come home. Hearing this, the boy was heartbroken. Seeing a happy family of 3 pass by, he made up his mind he would go to the city alone to find his mom. After a long journey, he finally made it to the city. While stopping at the scenic spot to rest, he saw a crowd blaming an old man lying on the ground. He immediately stepped forward to help. Even when people tried to stop him, the boy stuck to what his mom taught him: always help others. He lifted the old man up, gave him water, and even patted his back when he started choking. The old man realized the boy was the only person who'd helped him in days, so he offered to grant the boy a wish. But the boy didn't want anything in return. The old man, touched by his kindness, pulled out 20,000 yuan from his bag and tried to give it to him. Everyone watching started regretting not helping earlier, but the boy refused the money. As they talked, the old man learned the boy was heading to a factory to spend the holiday with his mother, so the old man asked him to deliver the money to an address written on a slip of paper. The boy reluctantly agreed. What he didn't know was that the poor old man was actually the richest man around, and he wasn't doing this for fun. He believed good people deserved good things, and he hoped this method might also bring news about his lost daughter, who disappeared here years ago. He then told his assistant to secretly protect the boy. Soon after, the boy ran low on money and asked a restaurant owner for a bowl of plain rice. The owner, seeing how pitiful he looked, gave him a big bowl of rice with toppings for free. But when the boy went to pay, he accidentally dropped the 20,000 yuan on the floor. The owner saw the cash and immediately thought the boy was pretending to be poor to get free food. No matter how the boy explained it wasn't his money, the owner didn't believe him. The boy then showed him the slip of paper. Just then, a local tough guy stepped in to defend the boy and even offered to cover his meal. Seeing this, the crowd also chipped in. Realizing it was all a misunderstanding, the owner apologized and told the boy to stay safe. The tough guy, ashamed after hearing the boy's story, gathered his buddies to escort the boy safely to the factory. That night, while the boy was resting, he found a man's lost backpack and returned it. But when the man checked his cash, he thought 20,000 yuan was missing and accused the boy of stealing. He even found the 20,000 yuan in the boy's bag and became convinced the boy was a thief. He was ready to drag him to the police. Their shouting drew the tough guy over, who explained everything he knew. To prove the boy's innocence, he suggested checking whether the serial numbers matched the money the man had just withdrawn. They didn't. The man apologized and returned the money to the boy. But he was crushed. He had lost the money meant for his mother's surgery. After struggling with the decision, the boy gave the money to the man to help his mother. When the rich man heard this, he was moved once again. Through his investigation, he discovered that the boy's mother worked at his own factory, and that the factory had forced employees to skip the holiday to rush production. He was furious and immediately headed to the factory. Meanwhile, the boy's mom learned from the village chief that her son had gone missing. Panicked, she rushed out to search for him, but the factory manager threatened to dock her pay if she left. Faced with choosing between her salary and her son, she chose her son without hesitation. The manager, angry, went after her. Around this time, the boy finally reached the factory gates with his tough guy escort. He bowed and thanked them before they left. Not long after, his mom arrived and found him. They hugged tightly, both overwhelmed with relief. But before they could say much, the manager barged in, yelling that she was delaying production and ordering her back to work. She asked for just a few minutes with her son. The manager refused, saying it would cause huge losses, so she offered to let the boy stay by her side while she worked. He still refused and ordered his men to drag her away. During the struggle, her jade pendant fell off. Seeing his mom in pain, the boy shoved the manager. The manager kicked him to the ground. Just as he was about to continue hitting the boy, the rich man arrived in time and stopped him.